everyone, and welcome to another episode of Essentially Shyla. My name is Shyla, and I am coming to you from Cheyenne, Wyoming. I am so sorry for the very long hiatus that I took, and it wasn't really expected. It just kind of happened, and then, you know, every time that I thought about it, something else happened. But towards the end of March is about when I decided that I was going to make a very last minute birthday gift for my grandmother. So I focused all my energy onto that. And then when I gave it to her, it was the Interweave Yarn Fest, and I went with her, and then kind of met up and with the gals from the yarn shop, and that was a lot of fun. I got so much there. It was kind of like my birthday present from my husband to me, and I get to go shopping. So I had a lot of fun with that. I have a lot of goodies to show you from that. I will show off. I finished my Rosemont cardigan and the stuff that I did wrong, how it looks the way it looks, it doesn't fold over. And then I participated in the Sunshine Swap from O-Loops, and I'll show you the yarn that I got from that. Kind of tell you what I got in that box and some goodies I already ate. And stuff that I'm working on now. So lots of stuff to share, and I'm hoping it won't take too long. But we are having a very typical Wyoming weather. It's springtime, but it is trying to snow. Or like forecasted up to like 6 inches of snow or something like that. But the way it's snowing right now, I don't see it happening. It's like very light, misty snow. But it's crazy. 3 days ago, earlier this week, we were supposed to just get rain and, some thunderstorms. And I woke up to like a foot of snow. And like by the end of the day, there's probably 2 feet of snow. And it's still very warm here. So like it was slushy and melting by the end of the day. And I don't really have any winter shoes, so my feet were soaked that day, and I was not happy. So my goal for this year is to get me some good winter boots. And I just packed all my winter stuff away, so we're just kind of wearing wool sweaters and stuff, which is fine. It keeps us really warm. Anyways, I'm going to show you first, because I'm wearing it, my Rosemont cardigan. It was a part of a knit along that my yarn shop was doing that I go to a lot, and I finished it probably about 3 weeks ago. I'm still weaving in ends. I still got a ton to weave in on this side and then up here at the collar, which is fine. But let me tell you, I love this thing. It's really warm, but I did not follow the directions very well for the short rows, which is fine. I just kind of got impatient. I've been working on it since January. I wanted it to be done. And I said to myself, if I don't like it, I can always just rip back and do it the right way. I've got more yarn. I've got quite a bit left over for this right here, of this color, which is like the sea green. Hi, River. Dog. Anyways, I will show you. I'll stand up. As you can see, I'm wearing PJs. But anyways, that's this. I haven't taken a picture of it yet, but I'm kind of really loving the way the collar flips up. Let's see if I can get it back where it was. I'm really loving just how I haven't washed or blocked it yet, so I'm hoping that it'll grow a little bit just in right here. But I've lost my blocking wires, my lace blocking wires. I don't know where I put them. It'll come in handy for when I'm doing the collar. They're in my guest room somewhere. So yeah, I'm really loving it. It's starting to pill right here. So I might take this sweater shaver that I got and start shaving it. But I was kind of waiting until I washed and blocked it. But I'm really loving this. It's really warm. It's nice and soft. It's cozy. It's basically my winter jacket right now for the weather. So, oh well. I also have to tell you that we, probably about 2 weeks ago, all of a sudden my husband was like, I'm going to put the house up for sale. And within 2 days, it was under contract. So we are moving. Yay. And not really. I'm not excited. The whole process of going through a move is so stressful. Um, you can't really tell on camera, but I've been breaking out like crazy. And my husband did this. I'm like, wait. I'm like, I gotta paint the house first. Like, there's 2 rooms that definitely need painting, or he did it anyways. And I didn't expect within the first 30 minutes of it going up online, I got like 5 calls to see the house, and I turned down all of them because one, my son's room was 2 different colors, and in the middle of the wall had once been a border of wallpaper just in the middle. And then when my sister was in there, she had planned on painting the room, so she ripped down the wallpaper. So I'm like, I've got to paint that room, So that's what I did. That it was on a Wednesday, yeah. So the end of Wednesday, I started painting. So I'll put in a picture up here of what it looks like now. It's this beautiful gray color. My husband loves it. And he's like, too bad we're moving. I'm like, well, I could paint it the same color in the new house. So I'm really loving how this room turned out. I also finished painting my bathroom, which I started 2 years ago when I was pregnant with my son. So it was just, I had to paint the top of the wall, and then in the, it's kind of like a closet type area that once had a curtain over it. I took that down a while ago, but it was a wood bathroom. I painted it all white. It looks gorgeous. It's just so much brighter in there. Just from even though it was half painted, I finished above the shower stall, finished painting it white. It's just so much brighter. I'm like, who would have thought, So I love the way the color is, and my plan was this year, because I didn't expect to move at all, was to hang up some shelves in there above the toilet, so at least there's some kind of, and then put some pictures in there and decorate it. That's not happening. So we just found a house probably last week. It's a brand new house. It's still in town. We're not moving out of town. We're kind of here in Cheyenne for the long term until at least the kids are out of the house. So I told my husband, I'm like, we're not moving anymore because it's already stressing me out. I painted like a mad woman for 2 days, and then I had to clean at the same time. And then the very next day I showed my house that afternoon, on a Thursday. It was crazy. And I do not enjoy the process of what goes into selling a house. It's not fun. But our new house, it's bigger. We finally just saw the inside of it because we kind of just picked it out after seeing some in the same subdivision housing area. But we've never actually been into this house that we bought, so we finally went into it, and I did not like it. The flow was all wrong. The rooms are fine. The kitchen just seemed really small. This house isn't even finished yet. When we went in, there was no carpet. There was no nothing. They put down the laminate for the kitchen and the bathrooms, and there's kind of cabinets in the kitchen, and it's an ugly color. I do not like the stain of it. It's like this light wood color. I probably would have preferred either a dark wood or even white would have been fine, but no, it's just natural wood color, which I'm not a fan of. If I'm going to be in my kitchen, I want something nice. So I told my husband, he's like, what do you think? I'm like, I don't like it. I'm like, it's kind of too late to do it, because if you change your mind, then you have to pay money for breaking contract, and we've already put in money to a down payment of, here's some money, we won't back out of it. And then we just have paid someone to go look at the house and see if it's valued right. The price of the house is what they say it is. And then selling this house is not fun. It's an old house. It's over 100 years old, and the electrical, we knew, was not great. So when we had the inspection for the house come back, I had a pity party yesterday. I just cried. I just wanted to cry all day long. And it was so stressful, and I was like, what am I going to do? We're going to be stuck in this house forever. And I'm like, this is my husband's fault. He put me through this, getting my expectations up for this, oh, yeah, new house kind of thing, and no. And my husband's like, well, they might break contract. We might be stuck with this house. We might have to back out of our house. I'm like, don't say that. I was like, don't say that, because I can't do this right now. And my husband knows I get stressed easily, so I'm like, oh my god, just thinking about how much it's going to cost to fix the electrical. And that's the estimate they gave us was like $5,000 just to fix electrical, you know. So my husband's like, well, we can either go half with this buyer or we can fix it ourselves, which is not going to be, you know, we're not going to do everything on it. It's just going to be kind of a half-assed job, so to speak, of where they, in the attic, the installation is on top of the wiring of the knob and tube or something, I think he called it. And we haven't been up in the attic. We haven't replaced insulation since we lived here. It's fine, you know. And the code for Cheyenne is if you replace the insulation, you have to fix the knob and tube. Well, we haven't done that, so there's nothing. We're technically not in the wrong. So my husband was like, well, we could just move the insulation away from the knob and tube wiring. And I'm like, oh, yeah, that'd be fun, you know. There's a lot of other little stuff that needs to be done around here. So I'm like, oh, leave this house. It's a soul-sucking nightmare of a house. It just doesn't want us to leave. So I'm like, I just want to be done with it. Just want it to move already. So yeah, that's what I've been dealing with the last 3 weeks. That's kind of why I haven't even thought about recording, because for one, I was like, I don't want to record until I know we're for sure have another house. And the selection of housing in Cheyenne and our price range just was not great. So that's why I went with a brand new house. So, craziness, right? But, you know, anyways, I am going to move on because that's just my rant of the day. And I'm still kind of stressed about this whole selling the house thing. And I told my husband, oh, this is what you get. You've rushed into this, and now this house is biting us in the ass. Excuse my language. It just doesn't want us to leave. But anyways, I'm going to move on to why you're really here. I will show you what I got at Yarn Fest and everything I've gotten afterwards, what I'm working on right now, and what I've got planned for the future. It's exciting. Anyways, I went to Yarn Fest with my grandmother. She is, she's like me. She loves knitting. She's really interesting in loom. Is it looms? Yeah, they're looms. That's where, yeah. She's really interested in that, so I'm surprised she didn't walk away while we were there with a loom. She was really wanting one. But I made her a shawl. I made the lattice shawl for her, and my plan was to make one for myself. I haven't gotten started on it, but she loved it. I gave it to her just barely finished. I had finished it like 20 minutes before she got there, so it wasn't even washed and blocked like I had hoped. So while she drove to Yarn Fest, and then I weaved in the ends for her and I gave it to her like that, and then she washed it and blocked it. She got some wool wash while we were at Yarn Fest, and she loved the way it turned out. It just really bloomed, she said. So I'm trying to see if I've got all of my things with me. I didn't even look before I gathered everything. I'm sorry. I just kind of like, I'm doing it today, and it's been crazy. I'm not even prepared as usual. I will say those who participated in my knit along, wasn't very many, which is fine. I wasn't expecting a whole ton of people to do it. My podcast is still small. I've offered some prizes to those people who have participated, didn't necessarily finish. I just want to say, hey, thanks for participating in my first knit along. Even though I didn't finish it completely, like I finished mine. I didn't finish out the whole contest thing. I didn't do a giveaway, so I'm just gonna give stuff to people that did participate. So I made some bags for those. I only made one. I still gotta make another one. Let me go get it. I'm back. I made a bag. I plan on making another one. I just need to get more interfacing. But anyways, here's the one that I did make, and it's a medium-sized project bag. And it's the first time I've ever done 2 different fabrics on it, and then I'm going to give 2 of these away with this particular bag. I forgot about this. It's been a while. My cherry blossom little progress creeper with the bag. I'll give 2 away with those, and then I'm planning on making another one. That's going to be in a different fabric. So, I just dropped it. You can tell I totally have everything together. But anyways, I've made 2 of these already for myself, and I love bags so much, I am going to start selling them. It won't be until after we move and we're into the new house for a couple weeks. So the way we're selling, or when we close on our house, it's going to be at the very last day of May. So it'll probably be like two weeks, like middle of June is when I'm now planning on it. But I will share some more info as that comes along. But I'm running with my best friend, and she's planning on making some baby stuff. And I'm just going to do project bags and some other stuff to go kind of along with my. Sorry about that. My daughter is asking when she can get back on. Anyways, this is, I don't know if you can even tell, but that's my label. And it's my store is called Lovable Threads on Etsy. And there's my son right on cue. Be right back. Sorry about that, guys. I had to give my son some milk and start a movie for him. Anyways, here's some other bags I've made for my store. Well, this one's mine. This is, had to keep this because I love Star Wars and BB-8. It's currently holding 3 balls of yarn and a project. It's a shawl, so perfect size for this type of project. I'm also making, I have another one, and I couldn't decide if I should keep, this one's a softer interface, and then I have one with a stiff interface. Like, it's still flexible, but it's definitely stiffer, and I prefer the stiffer one, so I might just go with a softer interface and then have the option of a stiffer interface for those who want it. And this one's currently holding 2 balls of yarn and a sweater project in needles, which I will show in a second. But how darling is that? And this, of course, is when my sewing machine wasn't working, so the thread looks very sloppy, and the bobbin tension was so off on the inside. But you can tell it's like coming up right here and right here. So I finally fixed it. So this has got some shiny lining in it, and then this one has some Baltic, or is it Batik? Fabric inside that I got. But I'm loving these bags. So that's my plan with that. And I will share more of that when it comes closer to time. But yeah, for my friend, I think she'll love it. I'll give it to her on Monday night for knit night. I just got to make one more. On to my loot from Yarn Fest, which was a lot of fun. I can't wait to do it again. So I got 3 balls of yarn from Nerd Shop, and these tags are looking a little worse for wear since my son got a hold of them. But I got 3 from Nerd Shop, and here's a clean. I've obviously already started working on them. But I got one in slippered. Slippered, where'd it go? It says slippered. It's a superwash merino nylon stellina combo, and it's pretty blush pink. If it'll focus, there we go. It's very pretty. It's showing up a lot lighter on my screen. We'll see how it comes out when I edit. I still not do that. And then I got a shade 2 of 50, and this is superwash nylon, or superwash merino cashmere and nylon blend. And it's this beautiful charcoal gray, very tonal. And then my last one, which has been colored on by my son, is Julep, and it's like this mint green, which I have found out since working on my Rosemont cardigan. It's totally my color, like favorite color is this mint sea green color. Oh, this one is called Julep, and it's a superwash merino cashmere nylon blend from Nerd Shop. And I'm surprised because my whole goal there is I was like, I think I might do some drop spindle, get some fiber, and then I get there and I must buy all the things, knit all the things. But I will show you what I'm working on in this after I show you all my loot that I've gotten. Loved it, these bags. Love them, love them, love them. And I also went to the Western Sky Knits booth. I got two. I got this one. Look how gorgeous that is. And it's showing up true to color. Look at that. The blues and the grays and the rust color. Oh, I wanted to buy all the things from this. And this is their aspen sock with nylon and superwash merino. It's 400 yards. Oh, I just wanted everything. There's one there that I really wanted, and it was the mermaid colorway, and I so wish I would have gotten that. And I've been stalking their website. And I didn't because I had to choose. Like I wanted at least 20 of their colors. It was so hard to choose. But I also got a sock blank. Look how gorgeous that is. It's so fun. I can't wait. These are going to be socks. They're going to be two different colors because it's like pink on one side and purple on the other. Oh, it's going to be so much fun. So much fun. I can't wait. I've got to finish my pair of socks that I'm still knitting from like forever ago. And I also went by the Bijou Basin booth, and I picked up, which is this color, which is like a gorgeous turquoise color. And it's 75% yak down and 25% bamboo. And this is made in Elbert, Colorado. And it's 250 yards. This is gorgeous. I am probably going to order a sweater's quantity of this yarn to make a sweater. It's amazing. I love it. And I was like, I'm going to go to Yarn Fest, and I'm like, I'm going to get stuff with projects in mind. No, I didn't do that really. You like forget everything, you go there. But these two are going to be a shawl. I have a project in mind. I just can't think of the name right now. Thought that would be perfect. The contrast color of that. And what else did I get? Oh, I also picked up, I went to one booth and picked up this bag. Let me get it all. It's a boxy bag, and it's super cute. It's got two socks in it right now. So, and it's by Dana Herbert, made in Portland, Oregon. And it's a super cute boxy bag with a little pull tab right here. And it's lined with like clear plasticky. See my son in the background. He's creeping. I can't think of what it's called. It's this plastic interface, and it's very sturdy. I love it. That's why when I made my Doctor Who TARDIS bag. I'm like, oh, it's so stiff, and it reminds me of this one. But I love the fabric inside. You can obviously use it for makeup if you wanted. I'm not really a makeup person. I wear like at most 3 things on my face: eyeliner, mascara, and lip gloss. So I'm not really a makeup person, but I thought this was fun. Perfect for my 2 pairs of socks that I'm knitting right now, my Hermione's Everyday Sock, and I've worked on a little bit of it. I haven't really picked it up, but I did get invited to a Game of Thrones premiere party from someone my husband knows. So I knit on those while I was there because I'm like, oh, I'm going to be sitting with a bunch of people I don't really know. I'm an introvert. I knit that while I was watching, so it was a lot of fun. Can you say hi? Hi, look at you. Cheesing at him. So, you're so cute. And then I also went back to the same booth later on when I had picked up all my yarn. And I got a Swift. It's a large one, and it was on sale. It was like, this one's a Sweden one. Sweden GAD, is it called? GAD? And this was said originally like in like close to $90. I got it for $40. I had to get it because I was like, I don't have one yet, and it's amazing. It's big. Really. So that's what I got there. Oh, I also got one more thing because I couldn't walk away from this, and they had this at the Yacht booth, and they had an actual sample already knit up. So I got the blush pullover pattern. This is the one I'm gonna knit in the this fall once I get done with all my other ones. And this one's a grown-up pattern by Kate Oates, and she does the apparently she does the toppers. Yeah, toppers. Sorry, my screen just went blank on me. So I thought that would be fun. Got that. That's the only things I got at Yarn Fest, which seems like a lot. When I was there, and I've been to like 3 or 4 shops by then, and my card got declined. They flagged me for fraud. And I'm glad my bank caught it like right away. So I'm like, at the next booth. I think I was at Western Sky Knits, and I almost picked up another project back, but I didn't. I should have. It was a super cute one. Anyways, I had to use my credit card because all these purchases that I'm making are showing up all over the U.S. at this little Yarn Fest. I'm like, no, I'm making these ones, so I gotta re-enable so I could use it again. So next year, go with cash. Huh. It was just me and my grandma, and then the girls from the yarn shop we saw later on. And I like seeing what they all made purchases of, and it was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. I can't wait till next year. He's up into everything. So then I participated in the Sunshine Swap, and I got. Thank you. Got this. They're so my colors. They're so pretty. They're pastel-y, rainbow colors. Not rainbow, like just, I love it. And then I got this one as well. I don't think this one has a color made to it, but it's made in Romania. And if I can find it, 75 superwash wool and 25% nylon. The Barocco sock weight. 440 yards. And then I got this one, which is Lane Sardinia, and it's made in Italy. That's gorgeous. And it's the Partita colorway. And it is superwash wool and 25% nylon, which is the polyamide. not see the yardage on here. It's 50 grams, so 210 meters. And I just love these colors. They're rainbowy and they're happy. Oh, I just love them. Love them, love them. Little focus. There we go. Is that gorgeous? And it's so soft. Oh, I can't wait. These are going to be socks, both of them. Both of them. Socks. Super happy about that. Huh. Are you getting down? Yeah. Come watch a movie. And what else? Oh, so like right after Yarn Fest, Carissa, the yarn shop owner, such an awesome person, gave me this for my birthday. Knit Picks Felici Rainbow Special Reserve, it says. Rainbow yarn, doesn't have a name to it. But they're 50 gram balls. And it's just a superwash merino with 25% nylon, 218 yards, 50 gram balls. And it's gorgeous. It's so happy. And I bring this home, and my daughters are like, oh, socks for me. And I'm like, no, socks for me. I haven't touched them at all. I think these will definitely be the next socks that I knit once I'm done with my other pair. You're awesome, Carissa. Thank you. Sorry about that. Turn off my sound. Oh, and I forgot one more thing that she gave me. It's fine. I'll do it next time. Anyways, on to what I'm working on. So I've been gone for a while. Or actually, no, I got some new things. I can get it. I ordered this. I finally made an order for, these are the interchangeable needles. And I got bamboo because I've got so many of the metal ones now. I'm using the, I think 2 of them, or did I put them in the wrong sections? Dad or my son ran off with them, which I would not be surprised if he did. I think he ran off with them. I'm missing one set. I think it's the 6s. Yeah, he thinks he's just so funny. You hear him? His fake laugh. But yeah, I got those. I've probably had them for 2 weeks now. And I love them. I'm working on a project with them, so I guess I need to go check my couch for these. The other pair that I'm missing. But it comes with 4. Yeah, he thinks he's so funny. You think you're so funny. And then it comes with 4 cables. I'm using one of them. 2 of the 24. 2 of the 24 cables, and then 1 of the 34 or 32 inch cable, and then a 40-inch cable. I love them. Oh, no, they don't go in there. And then it comes with a little grippy if you need to, when you're putting on the needle with the cable, which I haven't really used because it's not really needed with the way that the needle and the cable rotates. And then I got some yarn for a project. I'll show you in a second. Some bubblegum pink color. I don't know if I've got the tag for it anymore. I do. And it's color 5628 Cascade sock yarn. Show you that project in a second. And I also got a ball winder. Yay! And the 2 times I used it, I don't know what I did wrong. The darn yarn in the middle got all caught into itself, and I had to like grip it out and just wind it by hand, which sucks. But oh well. I need to watch some videos to see how it really works. But my goal for in the future, probably like 2 years, who knows how to do it with that, is to get one of the wooden ones that I really want. They're expensive, like $200. But for now, this will work. Like, I think it's $30, $40. Yeah, he loves this. You think you're so cute. Naughty little thing. I haven't packed at all, just so you know. Don't even know where to start. It's gonna be kind of sad. We've had 2 kids in this house. What else? What am I working on? Oh, I picked up my Tucker sweater because we've been having a lot of snowy weather, which I was looking out the window. It's still just very light drizzle of snow. Super wet and warm outside. But I've got almost an entire sleeve done. It probably comes up to here right now. So I keep working on it. I'll probably get it done within a week. And he's down. Left it out today during breakfast time, and little Mr. Viking decided to rip out the needles, and then I had to rip back one more row so I could figure out where my beginning of row started. Little punk. Super. I tried this on. It's gonna be such a warm sweater, and it's kind of late to be wanting to wear it now. I don't think we're gonna really get a heavy snow at all until this fall, but oh well. I cannot wait to get it done because this yarn, it's the Cascade Eco. It's so lovely. I can't wait. Can't wait, you guys. Can't even. Knit all the things as fast as I can. Anyways, I will show you what I'm working on now. I started on my pasture sweater. I'm calling it pasture pullover because when you look at pasture on Instagram, it's just, you know, farmland, cows, stuff like that. So I hashtagged it pasture pullover. Hope that's okay. But this pattern is by, let me look, because I've got mommy brain right now. Pasture by Annie Claire. I love it. I had to start over when I first started it. Had to rip it out and restart it because I didn't read the directions right. Directions aren't written very clearly where you're supposed to be doing an increase round every like, I think it's like 6th row, 5th row. And it doesn't say it like that. And I'm like very literal person when I'm following it line or do these knit straight for 5 rows and then do the increase round. Well, it doesn't really say it like that. So thankfully I had Michelle. She's like, oh, you're doing it wrong. Thanks. Anyways, my fault. So I think it should be rewritten. Now I know how. I've done sweaters before. So it's not like I'm a newbie sweater maker. This is like my 4th sweater. So would you still call me newbie at that point? I did like 3 in like a month and a half, so, and I just finished my, and I didn't follow it, but I still love it. Anyways, I obviously got the ball winder the day after, like 2 days later after I wound these by hand. So, doing the contrast striping in the pink with the blue. This is the main color, and I've got like 3 of these. I haven't wound any of them up because I'm just doing it. When I first started, I'm like, I'm just gonna do it as I need it. But I did a swatch, and my gauge is off by 1 stitch, but I'm still using this recommended needle size because I'm like, you know what? I don't even care. It's gonna be off by 1 or 2 stitches, and I'm not making it to fit me like snug. It's gonna be extra large and doing a size 48, and my bust size is a 39, so it's gonna be roomy. So I don't even care. But look how that swatch came out. Look how gorgeous that is. Isn't that fun? And this pasture pullover, it's more of a natural type colored sweater, and I'm just going, I'm gonna do all the bright everything. And I was like, the next sweater that I do in this one, because I know I will make at least 2 or 3 of these because it's lightweight and it's fun. Oh, my next one is gonna be more neutral. But you know me, I gotta have bright everything. Anyways, this is what it looks like. I'm still at the top. This is how it looks striping on the right side. But the way it's worked is you reverse it. So you can't really tell. It's just like, it's supposed to be like this. He's playing with my yarn. Switch over here. It's supposed to be like this. So you can't really tell. The blue kind of blends in with it. It's not too obnoxious. And then this could be like this. Does that make sense? I'm still like in the middle of a row. And then you work. You pick up around the way you read it. You pick up. I've got it all backwards, I think. Pick up the front and the back, and then join it in the round. And then it doesn't really explain very well for the edge. This is going to be the sleeve. It doesn't really say that. The instructions aren't written to me very clearly. Get your hand out of my computer. So I kind of put it down because it was starting to give me a headache reading ahead. Like, I hope I do this right, kind of thing. If I don't, oh well, not the end of the world. But yeah, I'm liking how it's coming out so far, though. It's exciting. But it's such a fun striping on the right side. You could easily just like turn it inside out. That's the way it's supposed to be. So it's going pretty quickly. That's probably after a week's worth of knitting, and it was kind of my stress knitting. I kind of picked it up when the house got crazy. I was out of the house earlier this week for inspection when it was snowing really heavily. It was during nap time. It was not a fun time. I knew the inspection was going to come back crazy. Just knew it. This house. I love this house. It's a great house. It was a great first house for us, and we've kind of outgrown it. And the next house we're going into, it's only a 3-bedroom, but it's going to have an unfinished basement, so that's what my husband's looking forward to. It's doing the basement himself. So it's going to be cramped for a year or two until we get it finished. But that's okay. It's going to be the house we have until the kids are out of the house, maybe a little bit longer. We'll see how it goes. You never know. You never know with life. You never know. It might be a forever never home, but I'm like giving up this house with a giant backyard to a house that has like no backyard, but it's on the corner, so our lot's a little bit bigger in the yard, and my husband has given me free range to take as much space as I want to in the yard for gardening, so I'm happy about that. We're touching all the things. I also started the beginning of April, after I got back from Yarn Fest, the 3-color cashmere shawl, and I need to weave in some ends. There's like ends everywhere, but this is how far I am. And then obviously the contrast color is going to be the pink. She's being noisy. Sorry. Go away. Before the boy gets you. Anyways, so that's my contrast color with this. And it's going to be so sparkly. It's so soft. And I did the edges a little bit too tight. So I don't know how it's going to block out. I'm hoping it'll relax. But I started loosening up finally when I realized, oh, I'm not doing this too tight. And I kind of loosened up right here. So I don't know. I think I've got, I'm supposed to do 20 rows of striping. And it's kind of funny when I was hand winding this before I got a ball winder. This green color has got a little bit of gray tonal in it. You can kind of, I probably won't be able to see it on camera, but it's starting to come out right here. There's gray in it. So I think it goes perfectly. Very excited about this. And then I put one of my stitch markers on it. That was like, I haven't moved it up yet, but where'd it go? Isn't that fun? It's almost the same pink. Well, the pink is a little bit darker than the yarn that I have on it. So So I'm almost getting ready to do the pink color. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So yes, I am getting very close to being done with the striping. Haven't picked it up. The rose rocks obviously have gotten a lot longer, so it takes me a little bit longer to do a couple rows than it does on my pasture. These have some toys. Let me wind this up real quick, otherwise I'm gonna have a giant yarn tangle in my bag. I was keeping this project in my bag that I got from Loco, but it's a little bit bigger of a bag, so I might move my pasture over to that bag once it gets bigger. But it's just a lot of room for this little project, and so this project bag that I made is actually perfect for it, and it fits quite a bit in here. I'm very pleased with this bag. Very pleased. So that's what I've been working on. Oh my goodness, this episode's gonna be long. So yeah, it's quite a bit in it. It's got 3 balls of yarn on the bottom. I don't know if you can see it. The yarn, or the project. So yeah, 3 balls of yarn. He's touching all the things. You know not to touch all the things. And this one I'm keeping scissors, a darning needle, two balls of yarn, and my knitting needles in here, which my son has discovered where I've hid the knitting needles. So he's emptied out this little case for them quite frequently. This is actually my favorite bag, and I love it. Love it, love it, love it. So that's what I've been working on. Not much else is going on here besides just we're about to move, so not till the end of May. So I'll definitely have some more episodes to put out. I hope you guys are having a fantastic week and your weekend is great. My mother-in-law might be coming into town, but we'll see with the snow because she lives on the western side of Colorado, so she's got to drive over the mountain range to get to us. So we'll see about the weather. My dad was supposed to be coming as well, but I honestly don't think it's going to happen this weekend, which is fine. I haven't been back to my hometown in a while. I have been meaning to. I was planning on going for the anniversary of my grandpa's death when he passed away. Put some flowers on his grave, and I just never made it out. Things got crazy. Things have gotten crazier, and then I'm about to be reopening my Etsy shop, which is about to get even more crazy on top of moving. I'm out of my mind, as Gus would say from psych. You must be out of your damn mind. I said to my husband several times when he was thinking about moving. Craziness. But I honestly, now that it's happened, I've just kind of been thrown into it. I can't wait to move. I love this house, but need something newer. My new house is eventually going to have a fireplace. It's going to be so exciting. That was my one thing I had to have, was a fireplace. And while the builder's not going to be putting it in because they're asking too much for it, we're just going to do it ourselves. And my husband wants air conditioning. Air conditioning in a new house when it's only really hot, maybe 2 or 3 months out of the year. It's kind of ridiculous. But they're asking for these add-ons $5,000 each, and I'm like, we can do that ourselves for much cheaper. And my husband's like, oh, I don't want to do it. And I'm like, if you want to spend that much money, that's fine. But we're just gonna end up doing it ourselves. Save some money. That kind of thing. What are you doing? Leave it. That's not for you. Not for you. Anyways, I hope you guys have a fantastic time. Let me know what you're knitting. You can follow me on Instagram and on Ravelry as essentially Shyla. I'm super active on Instagram. You can see all the crazy stuff I've been dealing with. today is a good day. Doesn't matter how crazy it gets. It's still a good day. It's Friday. It means I don't have to leave the house, which is nice because my middle doesn't have stride at all today. So I'm just gonna have a cozy day of knitting, and I will see you guys next week. Let me know what you guys are working on, and I'll see you next week. Ciao.